Hi there, Mark Carlson here. So, this week talking to you about attitude, why it's important that you work on your attitude and how you can do it. So let's look at the important thing about attitude. See, if you think about your life is whatever you make anything mean, right? You think about any situation at all, any situation, and what you'll find is that it's all whatever you make it mean, right? You look at the outside world and whatever you make it mean, whatever you say it means in your mind is what it is for you. So essentially you're making life mean whatever it means for you, because there's nothing that you can possibly think of at all in the outside world that comes at you that means anything other than what you make it mean. Now, the way that you make things mean comes from your belief system about life. So that's why it's very important that you develop an attitude in life where you're working toward self-actualization, meaning you're finding out what things mean for you and what you make things mean via that. So you've got to question what you make things mean all the time. It's a different video because I want to talk about attitude, but it's really important first and foremost that you understand that what you make things mean is what life is for you. So if that's true, if what you make things mean is what life is, you've got tremendous power at your disposal, right? Tremendous power. Because if life is what I make it mean, then I can make it mean anything I want. If I think that life is what comes at me, now, I might not think that life is what comes at me all the time, but what usually happens is when the difficult stuff comes at us, we think that life out there is doing it to us because it might be a challenge. But actually, what I make something mean means everything. So even when difficult stuff comes at me, I have the opportunity in any single moment to make a choice that makes me feel good. And what I need to do to make it feel good all the time is take responsibility. You see, if I blame the outside world, then I'll be a victim and my emotional system will go down. So what I need to do is find a way of talking to myself and making whatever comes at me mean something that makes me feel good. So what's great about this situation is a great way to change my attitude. What's positive about my life? Who loves me? Who can I talk to that I know will help me? What can I do right now to make myself feel great? What's the solution? You see, when I ask questions like this, my brain will always give me a positive answer and my emotional state will follow and my attitude will change. Now, the thing is not to wait until a difficult time comes in to generate a positive attitude. What we need to do every day is to generate a positive attitude all the time. So what I need to do when I wake up every morning is to literally tell myself that today is going to be great. I'm going to have a great day today. You see, what I'm doing then is I'm setting my emotional state via my mental state to be great. Now, stuff still comes in, but if I regularly do this, I'm creating a positive attitude for myself every single day. And that's what I need to do to generate a continuous positive attitude so that it's easier when life brings me a challenge. I'm able to ask these powerful and positive questions that will change my state. Now, here's the thing. Look, you've all heard of the glass half empty and the glass half full. If I'm looking at the glass half full, then I generate situations in my outer world because of what I make things mean to be opportunistic, right? Because I'm essentially being optimistic about reality because my attitude is optimistic. If my attitude is pessimistic, without realizing it, I'm making things mean pessimistically. I'm making reality look pessimistic. I'm making life look as if it's going to go wrong because of what I make things mean. So can you see that by changing my attitude to one that is generally moving toward positivity, then my outer world will start to change. I'll literally create a better reality for myself because my internal world is always looking for optimistic outside opportunities or outside realities. So by having a positive attitude, I'm literally putting myself into situations where my brain will look for opportunities and for love and for high vibrational realities all the time. It's so important that you operate from this place, because this place is a place that takes responsibility. Whereas if you're being a victim and you're thinking that life's no good because of what comes in, and you're making it mean that it's pessimistic, then you'll generate life like that all the time. So if you turn it around, as I've said, and you start looking at life and saying, today's going to be great, don't care what happens in the outside world, not important to me. Not important, because what I know life is what I make things mean. That's all life is. So I've got so much power by realizing this, because I can keep telling myself it means this for me. It's gone wrong there, and that must mean there's something better coming for me. So as I do this regularly, what happens is that I'll always see life as if it's working for me. Even when people leave me, opportunities drop away, things don't seem to work, because I know that I'm the cause of what I make things mean. And if I have it that everything that happens is having my back, it's always there for me, then of course that's the only thing I'll see, and that's the only thing life will be for me, and it will continue to get better and better. So tell yourself today and every single day, it's going to be great today, no matter what, because you're the only one that makes it mean anything at all. Life is the way you make it, by what you think it means, right? So you've got to be aware of what you're thinking regularly. You've got to be self-aware. That's why it's important that you learn to stay in the moment as often as you can, because it's only by staying in this moment that you're able to do this, because you discover who you are. You see, when I'm in this moment, I can listen to what my mind says. I can hear it. Whereas if I'm immersed in my thinking about reality, I can't do that, because I'm just in the story about reality. So I'm not actually finding out who I am, because I'm stuck in the story about reality. So what I've got to learn to do is to bring my attention as often as I can to this moment, to discover what I make things mean. And then when I discover it, I turn it around. If it's negative, I turn it around and I make it positive. Let's make this great. What's great about this situation? It must be that something better is coming. Let's look for what's better. Let's look for what's great about this situation. Okay, if you like my channel, you're very welcome to subscribe. I really appreciate that you're here. I appreciate that you've got this far into the video. If you like this particular video, please give me the thumbs up. Until next time, have an absolutely fantastic week. Thank you.